on TMZ.
Okay, Cardi B has had a lot of drama in her life, but it is clear from Paris Fashion Week she has not kicked the habit.
Cardi B looking like a nun.
Do you think she's finding a nice French man to
Get over Stephon Diggs?
Yeah.
It may be Macron because his wife wouldn't hold his hand.
Cardi's the first lady of France?
Cardi B.
Blake Lively is getting ready to be deposed by Justin Baldoni's legal team.
And you know what they're going to ask her? Why did you send that text to Taylor Swift?
Don't they have all the text between them?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if someone got your phone right now and could go through your text messages?
What is in your phone, Courtney?
Charlie, you want your text read?
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
Nicholas Hoult said being held by new Superman David Cornsweet.
It felt warm and safe. And I was like, oh yeah, that's the strength I need.
David Cornsweet is hot.
He's so hot.
I've got a fun David Cornsweet fact. His grandfather created the Choose Your Own Adventure book series.
Oh, wow. Who would have thought Matt would have dug into his past? I know what adventure Matt chooses.
Justin Bieber bringing his son to the studio. It is potentially wholesome.
It is wholesome.
He could make it not by doing drugs in front of his kid.
I have no idea what he does, but you don't think there are parents who smoke marijuana around their kids?
I am a better parent when I've had a little smoke.
Charlie's not saying he's drugged out.
No.
He'll take a couple of hits.
Are you cool with a couple hits while he's at work?
Well, I just know it exists.
It looks like the rumors that Cardi B and Stephon Diggs have split are true because she's already moved on to a new man. God! Yes, it's Sister Cardi now, out at Paris Fashion Week.
She's here at the Stefan Roland show looking, we're trying to decide if it's a nun. I think it kind of looks like a sperm.
Which is really weird because nuns and sperm do not go together.
No.
Depends on the nun. Anyway, Cardi has been crushing the outfits in Paris this week, like this one where she wore a mop and brought a live crow as her date, and this one where she grew flowers out of her bag.
I just don't get. Have you ever seen anybody wear anything like that at any party or wedding or anything you've ever been to?
No, but all it takes is one Edgar Allan Poe theme party, and this beating heart dress combined with the live crow accessory is definitely gonna be a hit. But the point here is, Cardi looks great!
Do you think she's finding a nice French man to shoulder to cry on? Yeah.
Get over Stephon Diggs?
Well, it may be Macron because his wife wouldn't hold his hand today.
Yeah, getting off the plane to meet Prince William and Kate, she said, "No merci." Geez, between the recent shove to his face and now this, we're starting to think these two don't thrive on planes. So if he's single soon, oui, oui.
If she got with Emmanuel Macron, it would be the hottest couple ever.
Would that be fabulous?
Cardi's the first lady of France?
Yes, and then annoying Americans can try to do French accents all the time.
Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Cardi.
Cardi B.
Just like that, yeah. So, thanks, sister, or sperm Cardi. Au revoir.
Maybe a new couple, my favorite in a long time. Janet Jackson and Maxwell may be dating. They showed up together in London to the 1500th performance of Cabaret, and they were hand in hand. Who's Maxwell? Maxwell's an R&B singer. He's been around since the 90s. He's a legend. This would be amazing if the two of them were
I
together.
just love her.
I do too. People want them to be
I
together.
just love her.
And the sad thing is, I was hoping, like, seeing them, like, oh, it'd be so cool if they did a song together. But she hasn't put an album out since 2015. He hasn't since 2016.
Why hasn't she?
She doesn't want to.
Why?
She doesn't need to.
But she performs.
She does perform still. She tours.
So why would I don't understand that.
Just risky. It's just risky. You put out a new album and it doesn't go well, that affects things.
I mean, honestly, I know what you're saying. Janet Jackson is different because a lot of people think she was done dirty.
By Justin Timberlake?
I mean, that she was done dirty.
She was done, absolutely.
And it hurt her. And personally, I feel robbed of her music.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
How do you sleep at night?
And now, we're getting divorced even though we said we'd never get divorced. Starring Denise Richards and Aaron Vipers.
Denise Richards is going through another divorce even though she just declared on her show a couple months ago that she would never ever get divorced again.
Yes, during a March episode of Denise Richards and Her Wild Things, both she and her husband agreed they would never part ways.
That's it, I'm done. Yeah, I'm never getting divorced again. Even if we hate each other, I'm not gonna get divorced.
Except she is. After 6 years of marriage, Aaron filed for divorce on July 7th.
He says he's not making any money, but Denise is making $250,000 a month, he says.
On what?
From her reality show, brand deals, and probably mostly OnlyFans.
And curveball, Aaron is seeking spousal support.
And that lifestyle is ridiculous. This is their cost. Rent, $18,000. Clothing every month, $20,000.
Where do they shop? Ross Dress for More?
Meals, just eating out every month, $15,000.
Yet somehow also $10,000 a month on groceries.
And a mere $8,000 a month on utilities.
Maybe look into solar. So is there any way Denise won't have to fork over a ton of money?
So here's what she says, Your Honor. She says, look, I'm in my 50s, so I cannot keep this OnlyFans thing up. You know, to support this guy, I can barely support myself.
Oh my God.
I made a low boobs joke.
You know, gravity's working on your boys as well, Harvey.
Wishing you two a peaceful divorce.
It's not easy being married to me. And
It is not, and she said it.
Chaperone in New York City. Channeling Rapunzel, it seems like. She's wearing a wig for a video shoot that she's doing.
It's 4 stories long.
It's 4 stories long.
And she wore it for 30 minutes. I don't understand how you have that much hair.
It's gotta weigh a lot.
It's gotta weigh so much.
No, those are extensions. You can't climb that hair.
No one's trying to climb it.
Did you think Courtney was saying that's actually her hair? I think it was 4 stories.
What is wrong with you?
Is it Urban Rapunzel?
Yeah, Urban Rapunzel. She's locked in a tenement or something.
Is she wearing a skirt made of hair too?
I was gonna say, how do we know if the hair is on her head?
Her skirt is hair. Her hair is hair. You know?
Where is that hair coming from?
If Rapunzel had that way, Rapunzel, don't let down your hair.
Can you imagine how much I would hurt if somebody's climbing that?
They changed it. Repugnant.
Since time began, man has wondered what happens after we die. And thanks to Richard Simmons, now we know. Your crap gets auctioned off to adoring fans and/or vest enthusiasts.
So Bonham's auction house in Los Angeles has about over 200 of his personal items.
Yes, this auction has it all. Prestigious art, possibly still working VHS tapes, vegetable plates, and of course,
Tank tops, a bunch of them. They're ranging from like 200 to 300 bucks.
yes, Richard had a tank top for every occasion. Vacation, bird watching, painting, Halloween, birthday monkeys. And who could forget this snazzy number?
Oh, I remember that one. I remember that one.
We shot him in that outfit.
We shot him in that.
But look at these are all little individual pom-poms.
And all those pom-poms can now be yours.
The starting bid is $10. That's nothing.
Harvey, it's only $10.
I'm not gonna wear that.
This one would be, you would look fire in this one.
You would look good,
There is no better way to honor Richard Simmons than if we all wore the tank tops one day. It'd be really sweet.
How about everybody button it?
Yeah, we're trying to get you to wear more clothes, not less. So, rest in peace, Richard Simmons. Or rather, vest in peace, because wow, he really loved vests. Richard, vest us out of here!
You would sweat too if it happened to you.
Justin Bieber, in his whirlpool of a life right now, actually has something wholesome now with bringing his kid Jack, 10-month-old son, to a jam session in the studio. You know, it is potentially wholesome though, because
It is wholesome. What do you mean potentially wholesome?
he could make it not wholesome by doing drugs in front of his kid.
No.
I have no idea what he does, but you don't think there are parents who smoke marijuana around their kids?
100%.
Charlie, do you think there's some people that parent better with a little bit of weed?
Yes. I know that I do.
What?
I genuinely think that I am a better parent when I've had a little smoke.
Why?
I'm just like king of the kids vibes, you know what I mean?
What if I were to say I actually parent better when I'm a little bit drunk?
Yeah, but be real for a second. Marijuana's different. Charlie's not saying he's drugged out.
No.
He's saying he'll take a couple of hits.
Are you cool with a couple hits while he's at work?
Well, I just know it exists.
Coming up.
Blake Lively is getting ready to be deposed by Justin Baldoni's legal team.
And you know what they're going to ask her? Why did you send that text to Taylor Swift? If she refuses to participate, the lawsuit gets dropped.
Drop it! Those text messages are gonna be deadly.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Plus,
Mariah Carey, she went to Disneyland and she's got a personal umbrella holder.
I love her like this. It doesn't feel attitudey. It feels like just Mariah.
I don't want to see her bedraggled. I want to see a guy holding an umbrella.
I want somebody with a wind machine in front of her.
Yeah.
Something like this.
coming up.
Shawn Mendes shirtless picked up some marijuana at his house. He does look shocked.
Well, he's shirtless, which means setup.
You think he just opened the door and, oh, there's a photographer?
Be right back. All right, welcome. It's time to play Sit Down and Answer a series of incredibly humiliating questions, the answers to which could potentially damage your personal and professional relationships. Let's meet our first contestant.
Blake Lively is getting ready to be deposed, so we are told by sources that Blake will sit with Justin Baldoni's legal team next week in New York City.
Really?
So what can he get out of this?
See, they can ask a million questions, and a lot of it is designed to embarrass.
This is for Blake's lawsuit against Justin. And seeing as all of his claims against her were dismissed last month, we're betting his lawyers ain't gonna hold back.
They make him answer a lot of questions in depositions because you can preserve the objection, but say, answer the question.
And it's all, these cases are always on videotape, and they're always meant to be private, and they always leak.
Oh no, that would be terrible.
You know what they're gonna ask her. So, Miss Lively, what is your relationship with Taylor Swift now?
That's not fair.
Ooh, sorry, no, not a proper objection.
If she refuses to participate, the lawsuit gets dropped.
Drop it. Those text messages are going to be deadly.
And Taylor Swift is going to have to testify unless Blake drops the lawsuit.
You gotta drop it. Your phone is a lethal weapon.
What is in your phone, Courtney? Courtney keeps saying, no one read my text, no one.
Charlie, you want your text read?
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
Thanks for playing Sit Down and Answer a Series. Okay, not reading all that again. See you at the depot, Blake.
Shawn Mendes has revealed a new tattoo smack dab in the middle of his chest. He's shirtless, picked up some marijuana at his house.
What is the tattoo of?
It's an eagle.
First of all, I mean, look, he's a great-looking guy. You think he just opened the door and, oh, there's a photographer?
He does look shocked and unshowered.
Come on, guys. I don't have a problem with it, but I think it's pretty clear, right?
Well, he's shirtless, which means setup.
But when you're in good shape, you never wear a shirt. It's summer.
Devin, are you shirtless in your house?
Not anymore, but I used to be.
Why not?
I've gained some weight.
You're embarrassed in front of your 10-month-old?
And my wife.
Oh, wow.
God, what happened to you?
A lot in the last year, 2-3 years.
2-3 years, that's how long you've been married.
Exactly, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You just look straight down and sad.
No, I'm good. We got anything else going on?
And now, How to Do Disneyland Like a Diva, starring Mariah Carey. VIP umbrella holder, check. Personal guide / bag holder, check. Plus,
I think she did a costume change because then there's video also of her leaving the Guardians of the Galaxy ride with Anderson .Paak holding hands.
She has been with this Anderson .Paak guy for a long time.
This Anderson .Paak guy.
I know, he's massive. You can't say
This
this.
Casper Smart guy.
lest we forget. But of course Mariah Diva Disney, because that's who she is.
She's the only person you love that she does this.
Can you imagine if we saw Katy Perry having someone hold her umbrellas? We would annihilate her. We would tear her apart.
But Mariah could have Disney characters carrying her onto the Jungle Cruise like Cleopatra, and we'd still love her. And it seems Anderson .Paak would too, even though Disneyland is where she renewed her vows with Nick Cannon.
Do you think it's weird if you're with your boyfriend and saying, like, this is the place where I renewed my vows with my ex-husband?
But it's Disneyland.
It's still, you feel uncomfortable.
She probably saw Nick there with his 14 other kids.
I know.
No, that was just It's a Small World. So, thanks, Mariah, and good on you for the costume change.
Did you do the costume change at the Guardians of the Galaxy ride? Because it's a really scary ride. It might have been a forced costume change.
You think she pooped herself?
Well, now we know what was in the bag. Somebody had a lot of churros. Diva, goodbye, Mimi.
Nicholas Holt, he said that being held by new Superman David Corenswet made him feel warm and safe inside.
I was chatting to my wife one night. She was like, it's so nice to be held by someone bigger than you. Yeah. And she was like, you don't really get that, do you? She was like, David could hold you. And I was like,
why don't you ask him?
Yeah, he probably could. I did.
You did?
Yeah, and it felt warm and safe.
David Corenswet is hot, dude.
Oh, he's handsome.
He's so hot. Oh, yeah.
Does it hurt that his last name is Cornsweat?
Yeah.
No.
There's something hot about it.
Oh. So the other thing that you're gonna love is Crypto the super dog's in it. So it's the hot guy and his cute dog.
Oh.
It's two of your favorite things.
I've got a fun fact, a fun David Corenswet fact. Did you know his grandfather created the Choose Your Own Adventure book series?
You're kidding.
Amazing, right?
Amazing.
So he's sort of a Nepo baby.
Who would have thought Matt would have dug into his past?
Yeah, I know what adventure Matt chooses.
Matt's like flipping to the end of the book.
Coming up.
We got Bryce Hall out. He's talking about his new movie, Skill House. 50 Cent's a producer of this movie, but he sued to block it. He didn't want it to come out.
Out of nowhere, he just wanted $5 million.
Why is he trying to block it?
He wanted control over the production.
But he's in the movie, is he not?
I know, but he wanted like final cut and things like that.
Buckle up, party people, because the TMZ After Dark Tour has hit Hollywood! Get ready for a 2-hour rager on wheels with the DJ dropping beats as we hit Sunset and Hollywood Boulevard, baby! We see the hottest restaurants, sickest clubs, and stop at banging bars along the way. The festivities kick off every weekend from the Hard Rock Cafe at 7:30 p.m. So head to TMZTour.com to book your tickets for the TMZ After Dark Tour! It's gonna be epic!
So we got Bryce Hall out. He's talking about his new movie, Skill House. 50 Cent's a producer of this movie, but he sued to block it. He didn't want it to come out. All of a sudden, he had a beef with the director.
Can't say much, but 50 Cent was trying to hold us hostage for about $5 million, and we just beat him in court.
Why is he trying to block it?
He wanted control over the production, and they didn't give him control.
But he's in the movie, is he not?
I know, but he wanted like final cut and things like that.
It was disappointing because I worked with him on like set. Out of nowhere, he just wanted $5 million. I genuinely don't know.
Does it make you want to see it more, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see what he's so scared of.
Oh, or does 50 Cent want this to come out and that's why he's saying it? Because if this was just a TikTok or 50 Cent movie, nobody cares. But if it's the one 50 doesn't want you to see, you just said, now we all want to see it.
It's a way of promoting it.
But he did file a legal document.
He filed a legal document, but that's a cheap way to promote a movie.
I think we've been duped.
And 50's people really wanted us to cover the original lawsuit.
If we're duped, I want some cash.
Yeah, let's file a claim. Maybe people will start watching our show too.
Coming up.
King Charles had an official visit from Emmanuel Macron and his wife, but he had a bit of an injury, just a red eye.
If it's pink eye, it's contagious.
The king would never get pink eye because that's from poop hands, and he doesn't wipe his own butt.
What?
Of course the king wipes his butt.
King Charles had an official visit from Emmanuel Macron and his wife. It was the official state visit of France to the UK, but he had a bit of an injury, a very upsetting eye injury where he's got just a red eye. He just burst a blood vessel overnight.
It must be so hard for Macron not to just stare him directly in that eye.
Also, it's like sometimes you can get, if it's pink eye, then it's contagious.
The king would never get pink eye because that's from poop hands, and he doesn't wipe his own butt, right?
Does the king not wipe his own butt?
What? Yes, he does.
Of course the king wipes his butt.
You think he has a butt wiper?
I actually do.
Not King Charles, but in British history, there was somebody called the Groom of the Stool. It was the most intimate of the English monarch's courtiers. It was initially responsible for assisting the king in excretion and hygiene.
If some rich dude advertised that they wanted a butt wiper, to hire a butt wiper, is that an HR problem?
Not if you disclose what you're doing, right?
No, I'm actually serious.
I think this is not hypothetical for you. I think you are serious.
I'm not looking.
Anakin's like, please no, please no.